This is going to be a long live stream, I think. And nobody's here. It's so funny. I have actually not been on my channel for quite some time. And so I hold no grudges against people who might not be here yet. But we'll see. We'll have some people catch up. I am on my way to Portland. I have the van behind me, obviously. I'm at a rest stop. I think I'm still in Michigan. Where am I still in Michigan? I'm not sure. I think we might be in Illinois. No. But we have a lot to talk about. The van and I are on our way to our first stop in Portland. I have actually. Hey, Salt Paul, how's it going? Can you hear me okay? I think I'm talking out of these, right? Can you hear this? I'm gonna tap this. Do you hear that? I'm curious if you can hear that, or if you can hear it on my on the phone audio. Let me know, because I am curious. But yeah, we are. I am looking at a guy right now. I don't begrudge anybody's personal decisions, but this guy in front of his big rig is sitting out smoking a cigarette and wearing a skirt. An older fella. He's got a little skirt. This is America. Yeah, it's a skirt. It is 100% a skirt. Hope you're well. Yeah, I can hear you on the phone audio. Okay, so if I do this, you should be able to hear that. I thought these would be great because the microphone here is better, but I guess not. Anyways, the van is running. I thought I'd give you a little hello, and then we get back and oh, he's wearing high-heeled shoes too. Long haul trucker, high-heeled shoes, and a little skirt, smoking a cigarette. Good for you. Anyways, whatever. Oh, the wind doesn't blow his skirt up. It's very funny. Oh, sorry. It's a kilt. Yeah, maybe it's a kilt. But the high-heeled shoes kind of. Let us see here. I'll show you. Let's see if I can show you. You can see him in the back of his van there. He's got his skirt. He's checking his rig. Can you see the high-heel shoes? Can you see the high-heel shoes? Well, I'm not in Portland right now. I'm in Detroit. I mean, I'm in Michigan. We are just getting started. But anyways, we have an appointment with Just Roaming Design, which is the company that's installing the electronics in the van. If you guys don't know, I'm building that van out, and oh boy, the inside of that van. The inside of that van is, okay, here it goes. Sorry, we'll just see if he does anything. The inside of this van is really, really taking shape. I mean, we have got some serious cool stuff going on in there. I have worked really hard on it, and I've been partnering with a bunch of different companies. In Detroit, we had a company called Detroit Woodworking that helped cut the interior cabinets, and then I met and ran into my neighbor next to my mom's house, who actually works as a cabinet maker at a huge shop, and yeah, Victron. But he owns a huge shop and called Division 6 Fabrication, and I have just been working really hard to finish the interior of this van. And so let me show you what's in the back here, and then we'll start driving and we can keep talking. I got to make up some time. I got 34 hours of time to go. Let me make sure there's nothing going to fall out here. You want to see something cool? You want to see something neat? I knew that was going to happen. Hold on. I I have some spray paints here that are propped up against the door. Look, look, look! The trike! The trike is here! I have some stain. Custom stain that was mixed for me at Division 6 that we will be staining the slats with. But yeah, we're taking the trike to Portland. We're taking the trike to Portland. Then we're flying with the trike to Germany. Well, actually Zurich. Then we are taking the trike to Italy, and we're going to be cycling around Italy for 3 weeks. And you thought I was just disappeared and wasn't doing anything. Anyways, yeah, I'm just making sure the trike doesn't move around. If you guys see any of the interior of this van, you can see some things that have happened here. Some cool stuff. But yeah, this is supposed to go over here. Just protect it. But it's looking good. It's looking good in there. Okay. What are y'all? All right, let me see, because I couldn't see any of the comments there. Look at those overhead cabinets. Look at that slat wall. You can't really see it. It doesn't look very good. Look at the drawers. Look at those drawers. Company I gotta reach out to called Blum. Blum makes all sorts of cool, well, I mean, not cool. It's pretty cool. Let me take the tape off here, but check this out. These, oh, let's do that so I can actually pull the drawer out and show you. I sort of have it, it's sort of a mess, but it'll clean up later. Let me move this off so that I can show you all my drawers now. It didn't work too good because it's catching on the tape, but they're all slow close doors from Blum. What's going on back there? Oh, I have a bungee cord that's wrapped around the back there that's holding my refrigerator in place until it gets finally mounted. All right, well, that wasn't the amazing reveal that I wanted to show you, but so those are the downs. Then the up, whoa, sorry about that. And then the uppers there, I haven't put the faces on them. The drawers down here don't have the faces on them either, but we have some cool stuff. Look at this. These are Aventos HKS from Blum, vertical door openers. These things are badass. So these devices hook on the insides of the top of those overhead cabinets, and then when you want to open them, you can just pull them to any level, and the hinges will automatically lock. Will stop, basically. They will stop however you want to open them. If you want to open them half or 3/4 or all the way. And then when you want to close them, you can close them, and then they'll slow close. Very, very cool. Anyways, I've got the trike back there. I've got a spare tire that's going to end up be mounted on the back. There's a lot of chaos back here that's going to end up getting situated when I get to, well, Portland and then Arizona. Let me check comments here. All right. Glad you'll be riding again. I've been having serious motivational issues getting back on the trike, even though I have several trikes here to ride. I know, man. I've been living in Southeast Michigan for a while, and it's just tough to get on the trike and ride around. I like big adventures, and also I live near some main roads, and I'm just not really confident riding the trike around there. But Matt, you need to get a partnership with one of the soft bag manufacturers for landing. That way you can organize all your gear. That's true. Yeah, because the overhead cabinets, I want to have compartmentalized bags that aren't too heavy that can fit there. You have the same door and drawer system in my kitchen. Very cool, Miko Luco. Is that how you pronounce it? Miko Luico. Miko Luico? I like it, it rhymes. Anyway, glad you'll be riding again. Okay, hey man, long time. You back in China soon? Christopher. Nope, I will not be back in China very soon. Annie wanted to go back to China, but she's trying to apply for her green card, and so that has her tied up, so she can't go back. And yeah, I don't see myself going back to. I got a lot going on here, and I'm trying to make use of it. But we will be going to Europe here pretty soon. We'll talk about that in a second. Jimmy Who, how? Hi. Christina Chen, hello. He is invisible. The van looks great. Hey, who? Oh, the guy? Team Blue. Yeah, he did not come over, John. Okay. Let's see here, John. Yeah, that trucker was interesting, huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Luis, hope you're doing well. I can hear you on the phone audio. Okay, phone audio. Well, I mean, I have a microphone back there somewhere in that chaos that I could probably hook up a lapel mic, but I'm not going to do that. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully the wind noise is not going to be too crazy. Yeah, that's some of these kind of things going on. So this is the coating for these sides. This is the ridge light, or the Lone Ridge, and then I've got that one's got the coating on it too. And then the front faces and stuff of the cabinets, like the edges here and the overheads, that paint up there is called what is it? It's brain fart. It's called not sandalwood. I forget, but that's one of the colors. And then the other color, if I can find it, is called Little Black Dress, and that's going to be the pieces that are going to go and make my drawer faces and stuff. It's really, really pretty. Well, basically I have everything in here, but all the drawers aren't locked. They don't have locks on them, so they'd be bouncing out and in, and they don't have the drawer faces, and like the sink is over here or over there, and it's just a big mess. But and the trike is sitting up there. In the end, the trike is going to be mounted to the back doors, so that's what we're doing in Mesa, Arizona. So anyways, are you ready to go? I'm gonna take the phone off of the selfie stick here, and then we're gonna, or I wonder if I can just drive with the thing on a selfie stick. Everybody's gonna be telling me I'm a danger to society. Anyways, we've got about 100 miles to go. Is there any wood textures on the cabinets? No, but these slats up here, and they go all the way to the back, those are gonna be stained. So, hey, Nobody Banana, how's it going? Yeah. So, I don't want too much stain. I'm not a big fan of like tons and tons and tons and tons of grain. So, we're just gonna make it nice and stylish. Anyways, let's get a move on, folks. I'm gonna try and keep the wind off too, because if it gets too windy, it might take away from you guys here. And try Osmo and varnish oil. Oh, guy with the skirt just looked at me. That guy with the skirt. Whatever, man. Jayoe to that. Okay, so let's roll. We're a lot heavier now, so the back of the van now is now about equal with the front of the van, because before the springs on the back were not compressed enough like they should be, and so now that the van is loaded up, it's a lot more of the way it should be. I figured I'd just sit here and drive, talk to you guys, and we'll go however long we can go, because I'm going to be driving here for 30 plus hours, and I figure I can just talk to you. So tell me if you guys can hear me okay now that we're up to speed. And I will set cruise control at 75, and we'll just have a little drive chat. I'll flick between me and you. Cost of flights to China are high. Hopefully it can go down soon. Yeah, that's funny. That pretty much every other landing YouTuber with the selfie stick drives with the selfie stick. Oh, really? Country road, take me home to a place I belong. Okay, so you're hearing some rattling back there, but all of that is loose stuff. When all of that loose stuff is mounted, I already drove this around a little bit, like with just the cabinets. It's very quiet, which is super nice for me. Yeah, oh, that's nice too. That's a nice view. I mean, kind of experimenting with views. That's a good view. That's my sink. Dude, what the fuck do you think is responsible to drive with a selfie stick? Paul? It's not. But what the fuck, that? Thanks for the comment. I will be careful. I'm not driving fast, and I'm in not a lot of traffic. Thanks, Salt. So, yeah, I am driving to Portland. I'm going to drop the van off at Just Roaming Design, and they're going to wire up all the electronics. But that's not all. There's also a company in Portland that does the heating system, and the heating system is going to be hooked up there. And there's also a company called Van Made here that makes window coverings, and the window covering is going to get measured and put in. That's what I'm going to be doing almost as soon as I arrive, because they don't have a lot of time, and I want to go and show them the way that I designed the walls back there around the windows so that they can 5x5 on the audio. That rattling is pretty annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. Maybe the road a little bit smoother. But so then in Portland, we're going to do the electronics, the shower pan, and here the floor, because the floor is still just plywood. And we're going to do the heating system at Ricks and Enterprise and the wind covers. Then I'm going to fly, while they're doing that, I'm going to fly out to, let's just use that. I'm going to fly out to Zurich. I'm going to take the trike, and I'm going to fly out to Zurich with the trike. I ended up finding an airline called Air Canada that, as long as you fly Air Canada consistently the whole way through, you have a very generous linear inches for a box and weight. 75 pounds and like 210 linear inches. Basically, I can box up most of the trike in one box. And I called ahead, made sure that we were only flying Air Canada. I booked it through Air Canada, and I also had them clear the fact that I had the trike. So they know I'm coming. They know I have a trike. I've prepaid all of the luggage, and we are going to fly with the trike to Zurich, where I'm going to get picked up and driven to Germany. Oh, that's better. We got off the bouncy road. We're going to drive to Germany, and then from Germany, we are going to do the Spezi show for, what is that? That's the last weekend in April, I think, right? Yeah, it's the last weekend in April. Yeah. And the last weekend in April, we're going to do the Spezi show. I'm going to do a talk there if anybody's going to the Spezi show, which I know a few of you are. It's a show for unique, special bicycles or tricycles or quads, any cycle basically, and the unique, special kind of rides there. One comment just made in said that Guelo 60 Kirk, my friend, is in China. Yep, he just went back. He's in Nanning right now. I think he's with Weifeng. He had been in Canada for a couple of years, about the same time I have, or in America in the West. And so, welcome Kirk back to China. Ilu Pingan, bon voyage for a while. But yeah, so we are going to fly to Zurich, drive to Germany. We'll be in Germany for a weekend, and then either Azab, who makes the trike back there, who you've seen in some of my videos, or my friend Pat, who runs a company called TerraCycle. He's going to be there too. So hey FJ, how's it going? You retracted your message. What did you say? So we are going to go to Germany after the show. I'm going to be driven to the north of Italy, and then from the north of Italy, we're going to do a solo bike tour across Italy. We're going to go ride the trike all the way from the center north of Italy down to the west coast, and in Pisa, around Pisa, I'm going to take a ferry to two islands. One is Sardinia and the other is the north of it. I can't remember, Circa. So we're going to ride the two islands. Then we are going to take a ferry from Sardinia across back to the mainland, and we're going to ride to Rome. And then in Rome, we are going to board another airplane, and we're going to fly back to Portland, where hopefully the van will be progressed along and all wired up and ready to go, and lit up and all sorts of cool stuff. Then we're going to leave from there, and we're going to drive from Portland all the way to Arizona, particularly Mesa, Arizona, where there is a shop called Van Up. And Van Up does van upgrades. And Van Up is going to fix up the rear doors of the van. So the tire is going to go on the rear door. There's going to be a case that's mounted on the rear door. And the trike is going to be mounted across the top along the back windows of the rear door. So at that point in time, this whole area here is going to open up considerably, and life will be cool. So I'm excited about that. So after that, there's also the air conditioning company in Phoenix, Arizona. I might visit and see if we can get all of that tightened up. Yeah, it's a bumpy road. It wouldn't sound so bumpy if everything, like I said, was mounted and the hatches were battened the hatches. It's a pretty shitty road, actually. Let me show you. You see, roads in America. There are some bad roads in America. I was actually playing the ABC game. Who plays the ABC game when you're driving? The rules are you have to, in sequence, find words that you see on the side of the road based on every letter in the alphabet, starting with A, B, C, right? And then they all have to start. You can't do like typically acronyms. Do you allow? Do you or like A, B, C? You know, moving. You couldn't just say A and then B and then C. You have to choose the first letter. But anyways, that's the way it is. I haven't done Spezi in 15 years. I'll be at the Overland Expo West and Pacific Northwest. That's cool. Well, hopefully I'll see you at some of those shows. I was hoping to have the van finished, but you know, just haven't been able to get everything tied up. So you know, that's a bit of a bummer, but it's okay. So yeah, we'll be riding around Italy. We'll come back to the van in Portland, Then we will leave Portland and head to Arizona, and we'll check out Van Up. We'll check out Cruising Comfort Air Conditioning. And there was something else. What else was there that I wanted to? Oh! The audio. The audio. I have a kick-ass audio system that's going to be in the van, and I know the audio company Moral. They're over there in Arizona. I think they're in Mesa, Arizona as well. My friend representative from Moral, and we will hook up the audio in here. Don't forget to like if you'd like to. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. We only have 15 likes, but that's okay. I have been very absent from the channel. It's been a little bit hectic in life, and Annie and Eva and the whole thing's going on. Let's go out the side window. We'll see what that looks like. It's kind of nice. Springtime's coming, so things are starting to bloom. Eva was super excited about the idea that things were starting to kind of bloom, and flowers were blooming. She was talking about how she knows how bees propagate pollen, and she was talking about all the stuff, and she was talking about how birds spread seeds, and she's learning a lot about life in the world, and I'm super happy about that. Her new school that she's going to be going to when we move into our new house is going to be really, really nice, a real nice upgrade. Let me move to the center lane. Maybe it's going to be a little less bouncy. But yeah, a lot of work for you to take care of. There's a lot of things. I think what I'm going to do with this channel, in order to get things kind of cruising and getting started, is I'm just going to do a lot of live streams. I'll try and do maybe 1 or 2 a day where I'll jump on. You guys can ask questions. We can talk. We'll do little videos when I arrive to rest stops. I'm going to be doing this driving for 3 days, and instead of making like a curated driving vlog episode that I have to edit, and then it takes time for me to get out and everything, I'm just going to try doing some live streams for a while. Like I said, I haven't been doing a lot with the channel. There's some momentum that needs to be built up. And I can actually, whoever's watching Salt and Paul, for example, I'm going to try for the next video that I do the live stream, I'll organize the back area a little bit, show you some examples of the different things I've got back there. I have some soft foam that I can like cram into some noisy points, and maybe I can make it a little bit nicer. Nice right now, right? Ooh, yeah, that's much better. Good idea for live. No edits needed. Instant gratification. Yeah, you know what I mean. And maybe even I can suss out the microphone, and if I could get on a really nice lapel mic that's like right here, you guys could certainly hear me a lot better, and it would almost be like a professional sound quality thing. That's kind of my goal in this van, is to be able to make it, while it's mobile, like high quality audio as well. But it's just going to take some getting used to. I actually have an idea to have a full-on podcasting lounge back there with high-end mics and everything. But I didn't really bring too much of my audio stuff, which is, I'm still bringing 10 times more than I normally do, but which is crazy. Oh, I forgot my hard drive. I'm gonna have to buy another 4 terabyte hard drive. I totally forgot my hard drive. I was gonna buy one of the, maybe I should buy one of those SanDisk 1 terabyte dualies, because those are super tiny. I just worry about those solid state drives, because if you bump them or you drop them, they're toast, toast. And it's nice to be online with you guys for a change, because like I said, it's been a considerable amount of time I have not talked to you guys. The other thing I'm going to use you guys for is to keep me aware and awake. You guys might think that the selfie stick is a distraction, and you might be true, but I'll tell you what, knowing that this camera is here, actually makes me more aware. It's an interesting thing. When I started making videos on YouTube, one of the things that I thought about was distancing myself from the now, because I was focused on the camera, and it was always about what is the camera recording, you know, make sure it's positioned properly, make sure I'm looking at it, make sure these, you know, I wonder why it's leaning a little bit. Make sure, you know, all of these things are organized and in place. And oh, you're not gonna see the world. You're cycling around the world. You're not even gonna be paying attention. But in all honesty, I feel like holding the selfie stick. I'm not looking at you guys unless I glance over like this. And you would glance over at somebody if they're sitting in the passenger seat. I am not focused on looking at the camera. I am focused on driving with a guest. And you know, a lot of times, you're way more aware when you have a guest sitting in the passenger seat. It's always nicer to do a road trip with somebody. Time passes so much faster. You feel so much more at ease. And I wonder why that is. Maybe staring only at the road is too mundane for the human mind. Like, our minds are so powerful that we're literally just sitting down. We're not doing anything. We're not moving. We're just sort of like stagnating. And so our body isn't thinking about, you know, our legs or running or exercising. It's just focused on the simple idea of looking straight forward. And by adding this to the mix, it kind of allows you to kind of offload some of the boredom and maybe keep yourself a little bit more fine-tuned. Love it. What does that say? I reading comments. It's one more mental. I love it. Wondering what you miss most of the drive. I'm not missing too much, actually. Although maybe I would be looking for animals. I always like looking for animals on the side of the road, which I have seen a lot of. There was a shit ton of what was it? It was pheasants, like big pheasants, turkeys, big turkeys. I mean, like, I've only been driving for like 3 hours, and I saw like 6 or 7 big pheasants and turkeys dead on the side of the road, which was a shame because I bet they were delicious. What a waste. If it was China, they wouldn't be on that road for long. Somebody would have grabbed those things, plucked them, cleaned them. Bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, boom. Bing, bong, boom. Anyways, yeah, I saw some deer. I saw a lot. I saw a bunch of possums. Dead, of course. Nothing live. And so I think we've had some really, really nice days here. No coyotes. No rescuing of coyotes. I was thinking about that. If you guys don't know, we passed a coyote one drive, and I made a video of me going and prying the coyote out of a fence. It was stuck in a fence, and I was able to cut him out of that fence and rescue him. And he was growling at me the whole way, but he hobbled away. And the comment section on that little video was kind of interesting. There was some farmers that were like, you should have killed that stupid thing. I mean, why would you rescue that coyote? It's evil. And then there was a lot of people that said, good job, you rescued an animal. There's a few people that said you cut that guy's wire, which it was just one wire. You know, they had other wires on the fence. And you'll see it someday and repair it. But it was an interesting divisive video. But yeah, let's see here, 34 minutes. That's nice. I think that's good. And wow, we're on blacktop now, so the road is a lot more quiet. I've got my digital rear view mirror that serves me very well. I love it. It's got the time in the corner, which is really, really neat. That's from a company in Shenzhen that is called Auto Vox, and they sent me that, and I love it. I really loved it when I first started driving because I didn't have any windows, so the only way I could see behind me is that rear view mirror. It was really nice. Are you holding that while you're driving? Yeah. No, I have a cameraman. I have a little munchkin cameraman who's standing on my dashboard right now. Shut up, Carl. Just do your job. His name's Carl. He's hot. I don't pay you to complain. I don't pay you at all. Wouldn't that be funny if there was just these little creatures that you could have do things for you? No, that would be slavery. That wouldn't be cool. Anyways. Yep. So this episode of the live stream was sponsored by Blum. Blum slow close drawer slides called Blue Motion. If you look them up online, the Blue Motion tandem slides are all those drawers. And if you look up the Blum Aventos XSS, I forget the name, but they're the adjustable overhead cabinet hinges. Man, I'm really excited to get the cabinet faces on everything. Look at this! Look at this van! Holy shit! I have been working on this darn thing for an age, and it's finally getting to the point where I can look back there and see some completion. So nice. And those slats that you can't see because the trike's in the way, those look so cool. So cool! I can't wait till it's finished. I can start sharing it with the van life community and stuff. It is gonna be awesome. Oh, I'm getting excited now. I am getting excited about everything. Just excited. All right, we got a slow poke in front of us with what's a white license plate? Is that Illinois? It's a white license plate. We have slowed down considerably, which probably helps out my gas mileage, which is shit, by the way. Right now, I'm at about 11.5 miles per gallon of gas, and I understand it. It's not that much from the empty. It's actually about the same from empty, but we were on highway miles. Obviously, we got a lot of weight here, but. Yeah, we're going to keep track of gas, we're going to keep track of mileage, and yeah, kind of a funny side story. The mileage that is reading on the computer on the van is not my actual mileage. And I really tried to fix this problem, but when I upgraded the tires on this van, the tires are a lot wider than the originals, right? So the diameter of the tires is wider, is bigger, greater. And what that does, we'll go back to cruise control, what that does is it affects, obviously, the length that each rotation of the tires allows you to go on the road. And typically, you have a computer in the engine and you can reprogram the tire size, and it can communicate with the computer the new miles per gallon, the new miles to empty, the new odometer, the new speed. The speed is totally off. But when I did it, I went to the Ford dealer to do it. They said we can't do it. You can't do it. Obviously, people buy these vehicles and then change them. Basically, I'm driving, I guess it's illegal because the computer does not match up with the speed of the vehicle. It is off by 9 miles per hour. And I've learned that because I have, here, let me show you. I have the GPS Garmin here. You see it says 75, and it's set at 75 miles an hour. But if you look at the computer has me going 65 about, and the miles per gallon and everything is calculated from that. It's crazy. And I know some of you might even be able to say that you can buy a hack, and I got it. It's right here. There's a hack. There's a cable that you can put into the computer, and then, or put it into the van computer. Then you can take it out of the van computer, put it into a laptop. Oh, what was that? It was a rabbit or some big rabbit. But into a laptop, and the laptop has to be Windows, so I had to use my mom's laptop. And I hacked into the car's computer. I felt so proud of myself. Yeah, FJ, I did it. I did it because there's this Ford app program that you pay for. I installed it. I paid for it. I bought this $60 cable, plugged it into the laptop, found the section in the edit where you adjust the millimeter diameter of the tires. I went online and I went to there was like a calculator online that tells you exactly what to use for what size tire, and I did that. I felt so proud of myself. And then you hit enter, it writes it to the computer, but then you have to format the brain of the van. And once I did that, the van's computer kicked back to me that it was outside of parameters. So I couldn't do it. I have the cable. I had the Ford app, or it's a Ford hack app. It's not a real Ford app because, you know, you're not really supposed to do it. That was the other thing. I really didn't want to do it because it's like hacking into the computer of the van. But I want to be able to have the odometer and everything corrected on the van. And I did it. It said it wouldn't take, they wouldn't allow it. And so I had to change it back. So I spent all that time, all that money, and it was sort of pointless, which was kind of crazy. And there's no cars in front, so I'm going to look at some comments here. There's an aftermarket. Yeah, I know F Ford. What can you TT? That happened. My reboot robot hover escaped. Opened the front of my door. Okay. Don't know what that is. You'd think it could just be a, yeah. Good to see you, JM. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's nice to see all you guys. I love it when a van comes together slowly over a few years. Yeah, totally. It's not even ready yet. Like these walls back here, they're all gonna be stained a dark color. Oh, they're gonna look so nice. It's gonna look so nice back there. But it's nice. It's nice already. But yeah, you know what? We got 43 minutes. Let's do 45. We're gonna wrap it up. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I do miss you. I've had a little bit of guilt with the idea that I haven't been doing a lot on the channels, and that's laid plans, right? You have this idea of what you want to accomplish in life in your mind. Maybe I'll talk about that in another episode, about how, you know, COVID just shuffled my deck to such an extent. I was cycling around the world, and there's positives and negatives to where I am now, and there's positives and negatives to what would have happened if I would have continued cycling and not ever had the pandemic sort of stop me. There's certainly more traveling I could have done, but you know, I prepared for the original Jayoe World Tour. It took me almost a year from the idea in my head, doing the maps, flying to Germany, building the trike, bringing it back, kind of me and Ryan were going to ride together. That ended up not happening. I mean, there was so much that was happening that I took my time and I really kind of organized everything. And then when I got on the road, you know, I got hit by a car and I had to pause for a while. But I also had, you know, every time I start, I do it better. And I have now this opportunity with this van, and I didn't half-ass this van. I mean, I spent a lot of money on this van. I have over $100,000 invested in this van, and you know, lots, and certainly more than I'm making on YouTube, but we might be able to talk about some finances later. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of you have guesses, and most of your guesses are not right. But whatever. I did have a business in my past, and I have some inheritance, and I decided to do this, and it was a risk, and it's been a risk, and it's still a risk, and I'm still spending money, and I'm still trying to turn it into something that I have a vision for, and being able to get this thing on the road and welcome people into the back, which will be finished and furnished and clean and sophisticated, and hopefully creating a podcast back there, a traveling podcast where I can actually start generating some revenue and interviewing interesting people and using this vehicle as a conduit. I'll be the only guy in a white Ford Transit converted the way it is with a trike hanging off the back, I guarantee. And when I drive this thing around, it's going to generate its own buzz and its own energy. And I hope that yo, when I say yo, I mean Jayoe, because Ja is to add, yo means fuel, but also means energy. Ja, add fuel, add energy, add whatever you need to succeed. And I have tried to create this van as an opportunity to add an interesting component to my life that will hopefully encourage sharing, encourage content, encourage life stories, encourage adventure, encourage others to do things. And that's another thing I've been missing by not doing my videos and not being on the road like I was. When I was cycling every day from A to B through Southeast Asia, I had a constant influx of people who would always say to me, Matthew, you know, that's an inspiration, Matthew. I'm trying to do something similar, Matt. You know, this is something I'm trying to do. Matt, thanks for making the world a little less scary. Because, you know, obviously a lot of views of China, of North Korea, of Cambodia, Vietnam, all of these different places, they scare people. Even Japan, you know. There was you know, stories of people who took trips to places they would have ordinarily never gone. And I am so happy that I was able to help some people out there do that. And I miss that, you know. It's an inspiration. But anyways, family's doing really good. Everybody there is doing fantastic. I'll bring even Annie back. I'm going to be on the road for probably just under 2 months. So we are going to be, and if you guys are just joining, I just talked about it. You can, welcome to Indiana, crossroads of America. We are in Indiana. So, yeah, I said Illinois before. That was dumb. No way we're in Illinois, because we're just cruising around the southern, western tip of Michigan. That's right. Anyways, what was I saying? So I'll be gone just under 2 months. For those of you that's just joining as I'm leaving, we are driving to Portland. We are going to be in Portland working on the van with some different companies. Then I'm going to fly to Germany, leave the van to be worked on. We're going to do the Speci show, which is a specialized cycling show. I'll be doing some talks there. After the Speci show, we are going to be be dropped off in the north of Italy, and we're going to be cycling across some islands and back to the mainland and in Rome. We'll be seeing some different things. We'll be in travel mode, and I'll be putting out a lot of these live streams. I'm not going to do any driving content like videos. They're all going to be live streams. So if that's something you like, that's great. If that's something you don't like, that's just the way it is. Because I think this is the easiest way for me to travel and put out some contents and some talks to you. Here, we'll do a little driving forward videos so you can see. There's some cows out there, co-chilling. Sort of a lot of empty space. Some forests, but yeah, thanks again, guys. I hope you did well. You guys are doing well. Send me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you might want me to talk about. Let me know if you like the quality of the stream, and we're going to get a lot better with regards to the stream here in the near future. As I sort of organized the van, I was sort of hurried to get it together and get out of the house. And now that I'm on the road, nothing but road. Take it easy, guys, and we'll talk to you later.